systems. Rather, it's about the people. So,
Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, or YouTube, all at Aneke TV.
this is Aneke TV. We move with the world. Okay, good to have you return with us on the show. It is still the arena on Aneke Television, and it is Independence, Nigeria Independence Special. And we're looking at our political journey in Nigeria. Dr. Wanz is still here with us, and then we want to continue with you, but then on a different direction now. Well, we said we're not blaming our problems, our political problems, on the political systems we practice, because in comparative political analysis, you'll agree with me that the systems of government we've tried in this country that has not worked or not working seem to be working elsewhere. So what is the magic? But then we keep all of that aside. Dr. Wanze, as a people, the politics of divide and rule introduced by the colonial masters, where we had the eastern region, the western region, and the northern region left as a whole block. Some persons say it is part of our problem because we've not been able to overcome that ethnicity that is deeply and sharply dividing us as a people. For instance, the Igbo man sees himself as an Igbo man before seeing himself as a Nigerian. The man from the north sees himself as an Hausa man, a Fulani man, before seeing himself as a Nigerian. And the man from the west sees himself to be a Yoruba man first, before he even considers himself as a Nigerian. Is that not a problem? Isn't that a problem? Part of our problem. So that even if you have your brother from the north, from the east or west, in political position, whether he's capable, whether he has what it takes to be there or not, just because he's from your own ethnic nationality, you seem to be comfortable with it. Isn't that a problem? Ethnicity, tribalism, even religion.
There are so many indicators and indices of our Nigerian challenges
Go ahead,
and
sir.
problems.
Go ahead, sir.
Ethnicity is one of them. But even at that, if you're a Yoruba man and you have your own state to rule, you still show good example. We're talking about people that is leading, not the system. Ethnicity is one of it. But it's not, I'm not blaming it wholly on ethnicity. Why? If you assume leadership position as a Yoruba man leading Nigeria, or as an Hausa man leading Nigeria, as an Igbo man who have only ruled for 6 months in the military dictatorship, in democracy, an Igbo man have not assumed power, you show good exemplary leadership.
Are you sure about that? What about the days of Nnamdi Azikiwe as the president of Nigeria?
It's just a toothless bulldog.
How do you mean?
What I mean is that Nnamdi Azikiwe was not an executive president. The person that was executive president even then was Shehu Shagari, who is an Hausa man. So Nnamdi Azikiwe, remember that it was in the days of parliamentary system of government. The chief executive then was Tafawa Balewa.
Who was the prime minister?
Prime minister, that's chief executive.
Yeah.
In parliamentary system of government, which is working. That's why I say it's not the system we are practicing. The UK that all of us wants to go today is still in parliamentary system.
That's right.
The America that everybody wants to go and get their dollar is still in presidential system.
That's
and we
right.
have practiced the do, and it's not working. Which means that is why I will say it time and time again, even at a gunpoint, that it is not the system. It's about the people that operate the system. Now I was saying something about ethnicity. Yeah, good. Today, Sikh is known for one Nigeria.
That was his philosophy and ideology.
That if you are coming from the north, if you are coming from the east, if you are coming from the west, does not matter. What matters is he sees himself as a Nigerian, and Nigeria should be good. To Awolowo will say, I am first Ijabu, a Yoruba, before a Nigeria. This is a statement that is infested in tribalism. Am I communicating?
Go ahead.
Good. Then the Northerners are also, when they assume power, they empower everybody from the north and other things and use it to build a hedge around their government. But I want to also say this, and say it loud, that Nigeria ethnicity is one of the problems. But I'm not blaming what is happening in Nigerian government today to be ethnicity. But also there's what we call asymmetrical, a kind of dissemination of powers in terms of inequality or disequilibrium. Now, I want to use this medium to say, if there's people that are disillusioned more than any other geopolitical unit in Nigeria, the Igbos are.
Is it because you're an Igbo man?
No. I'm talking as a Nigerian now, not as a detribalized Nigeria, not because I am an Igbo man. Even if the heavens will bear me witness that what I'm saying is nothing but the truth. You are wearing something that looks like white. Anybody that sees this white and say that it's black, either he has a vision problem or he doesn't want to stand on the truth because it is white. And it's apparently white. Now, look at the system of government from 1999. Let us forget about 1960 to 1999. We're talking about from 1999 and Fourth Republic.
Go ahead.
To date.
Go ahead.
The Hausa man have become a president in this country and vice president. That is repeatedly, that is as in reverse order, head, back. The Yoruba man has also been a president in this country from 1999 in a reverse order. That is, has been in reverse order as a vice president. But the Igbo extraction has not been even a vice president, not to talk of president.
But these are not the only ethnic nationalities we have in Nigeria. We have over how many other ethnic nationalities?
Good.
Must it always be the Hausa man, the Yoruba man, the Igbo man?
Can I ask you?
Go ahead, Pundit.
Become independent and become trying to look for. The agitation is not being noticed or it cannot be granted. Let there be equilibrium in terms of sharing of the political powers. In terms of who gets what, when and how. In terms of who pilots the ships, they gave ticket was a person in South should be given still mounted in Northerner.
But the party said they were throwing it open.
In the Nigerian political terrain since 1960 to now. And it's not East. What I'm saying, what I'm praying, what I'm propagating, not...
Let's have it. Go ahead, talk.
Now, in this country, you mentioned US, that practicing what we call physical or true federalism, where the state harnesses this equilibrium.
Now you're offering solutions on the way from
reforms, because this is where the problem comes. If we say independent National Electoral Commission, independent means they should be free from anything that will not make them to be independent. Nigerian acting indicators that will make something to be free and fair. If I'm running, I, as the governor being seated, appoints you from NAT to become independent electoral umpire in that election. The thing have started cowering. I have started blowing a whistle for what? On free and fair. These are the things. Then also, whether state or federal, even local government, should have purported attempt to beef the security apparatuses. in Enugu, in Nigeria,
In Nigeria as a whole.
as a whole.
We have,
without
we have about a minute to go now.
Now, we should beef the security. Now, in terms of social infrastructure, social, you cannot talk of a country that is happy or that is developed without existing some basic necessities of life, which should be made available for the citizens. I'll talk of good roads, pipe bomb waters, cottage hospitals, and even general hospitals. Then when I talk of strong institutions, there should be independence of judiciary. Not a judiciary that is controlled by the state. Or judiciary that is, when I mean state here, not just state as a constituency, state as national. Because the hope of a common man is the judiciary. And if the judiciary is coming out with fear that they could be polluted or that they could be bought over by whichever phenomenon, then they will not dispense justice without fear or favor.
Dr. Aneke,
whatever they dispense must have been a kind of control by unseen hands.
We want to appreciate you, sir, for your time with us on this show. The problem, the discussion around Nigerian political, problems will never end in just a one-off program like this. So we are going to keep running it in series from time to time, and we hope you avail us your time when we call on you, sir. You've been very resourceful on the show. You've been able to identify where the problems lie, and you've been able to give a clear-cut way forward for us as a country. Well, it's not about the system we practice, according to Dr. Aneke Nwanze on the arena today. It's as a result of our mindset, the people themselves. Because today it is Bola Ahmed Tinubu who is the president. Tomorrow it could be anyone else. So we need to change our mindset. We need to make our institutions stronger, more independent. And he has said a lot. So can we please practice what we preach? Until we come your way again, it is Happy Independence, Nigeria. My name is Chris Anibogo.
is a powerful symbol of authority, tradition, and chieftaincy. It signifies leadership, cultural identity, and a connection to the ancestors. The red cap is primarily worn by men who hold traditional titles such as Nze, Ozo, Ichie, Chief, Onyish. The number of eagle feathers on the cap can denote the wearer's status within the chieftaincy system. The red cap comes in different shapes, and each shape represents a particular hierarchy in the traditional institution in Igbo land.
There are two types of kola nut produced in Nigeria: kola nitida, otherwise called goro, and widely eaten in northern part of Nigeria. Kola acuminata, also referred to as Igbo kola, is of local origin and occupies an important position in social, religious, and sacred ceremonies in Igbo society. It is seen as a vital and sacred fruit in Igbo land and serves as the major instrument of prayers connecting the ancestors. It cements discussions and also the fundamental bedrock of philosophy and proverbs. It is a symbol of welcome, unity, and peace. If kola nut contains one cotyledon, it is regarded as dump kola nut and thrown away. Kola nut with 4 cotyledons represents the 4 Igbo market days: Eke, Orie, Afo, and Nkwo. If kola nut contains more than 6 cotyledons, it signifies blessings and wealth, and it is celebrated. There is also another type of Igbo kola nut called Ojugo, which is referred to as the king of Igbo kola. The reproductive organ of the kola nut is referred to as the tongue, and it is removed after prayers and thrown to the spirit of the ancestors.
na mbụ ọja m na-asị ekekele ụwa na ọkwa ọja ekenekwa gị na eluigwe na ala na-ekene gị na urukpuru na kpakpando na-ekene gị na ugwu na ndịna na-ekene gị maka ka onye si eme ka ekwe si akpụ ya ka onye si eme ka ọja si akpụ ya ihe a bụ Aneke TV.
Ibai. Ekele m. Ọjị wụ kwara ihe eji agọ ndụ. Ndụ a na-atọka. Onye anara nke ya na ụlọ agwọ ibe anyị adị nọ. Ogologo ndụ arụ ike na ọdụmma. Ọdụmma ihe eji ene ndụ anya. Na onye nwere ihe eji ene ndụ anya. N'ịlụfụta nwere ya. Ị mara na nsogbu rere. Ya Olise bụ anyị na-ekele gị. Chukwu okike. Onye ogologo ndụ na ogologo anya na-ahụ udo na ọchịchị anyị na-ekele gị. Na-ekele gị maka tata na-ayọ maka echi. Maka na ọsọ maka eme echi anya mara. Na ya dị ka echi na echi anaghị agwụ agwụgwụ. Na ihe ya adịla anyị mma ọ ya dịla onye ọ na mma ịdịkwazị ọgbaghị nọ ya abịa n'ọnọdụ na n'Igbo eke oyi nkwọ awụ na ọdọmma ndị be anya onwekwana ihe ọzọ na anyị enye ndị ichie tipụtara anyị na-ere nke
na ba ya mechi na ọ bụ ọkụ na anọ anyị adawo aga ọjị a na-awa ha abịa ji na ọjị na-eke ịkya na a na-agụ ya a na-ejide ọjị na-eka nri a na-emeghachi ihe kere ihe na ihe wara ihe Chineke nna kere enu ke ana m akpọkụ ndị ezigbo mmadụ niile nọchawọrọ ndụ na-amechi ọkụ na anọ na anụ ọkụ na anọ na anụ Nkanụ na anụ Nta Egbe na-ese na anụ Enugu steeti na-asị biko na ọ bụ ha metere ihe ọma ka anyị na-asị ha gbadata ha bịa tara ọjị anyị na-asị eke ka eke ketere anyị ihe ọma anyị na-asị ahwọ ka ahụ ghọtara anyị ihe ọma anyị na-achị nkwọ ka nkwọ kwọtara anyị ihe ọma anyị na-achị orie ka orie rutere anyị ihe ọma ihe ndị a niile ka anyị na-arịọ nna sị ka ị bịa mere anyị wetere anyị udo na ala Igbo wetere anyị udo na ala Naịjirịa wetere anyị ịhụnanya wetere anyị ọganihu wetere anyị ihe niile bụ ihe na-eme obodo adị mma nna biko ihe ndị a ka anyị na-arịọ kwetewo na imewere anyị karịa ka anyị rịọrọ n'ịhwa Chineke nna kere enu ka ana bụ Chukwu okike abịama
ndị be anyị ọjị abịa anyị na-ekene osebụrụ ụwa ekene Chukwu okike nna ketara anyị oge kere igwe ka anyị na-ata ọjị anyị chọrọ iwe ọjị ị na-awa n'otu awa n'ibe asị ka ị goziela anyị taa ka ihe ọma hụkwa gwute anyị na-akpọke ndị nna nna anyị ha bụ abụ ndị mere ọhụma goziela anyị Eke gozie Orie gozie Nkwọ mee ka ndị ọbụla na-agagharị na-achọghị ha ga-eri mee ọhụma na ndị sokwa ụzọ ọtọ ndị kwụkwara ụzọ na-eje n'ụzọ kwụrụ ọtọ soro ka iwu Chukwu ji wee dị Chukwu na anyị si ka anyị wụọ gị a tata nde udo na ọgụ na aga m niile ka ọ dịrị anyị mma ndewo anyị na-ewepụta ile ọjị na-egosi ụmụnna anyị okenye na-awa ọjị ndị ọzọ na-awa ọjị na-ele enye ile ọjị nsọfụrụ maka na ebe a ọ na ile ọjị a ka eji ama eziokwu iweta ọjị onye ọzọ na-asa ile ọ ga-eji na-ekwu eziokwu onye sara ile weta ile ọjị were na-ekpe ekpere were na-aga ọhụụ ọ ga-ekwuneta eziokwu ọjị a anyị na-enye nsọfụrụ ọjị lụọ ịnọ otu a ata ya o ruo ise atakwa ya mana o bido ruo na asaa ịma na ị ga-egbu anụ ị ga-egbu ọkụkọ
am Debra Wakoba. I am Chidimike Mede.
I am Uche Osai.
I'm Chiwendo Ifeonwankwe.
My name is Obobina Samson.
Please keep watching Aneke TV, or you can visit us on our socials like Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, or YouTube, all at Aneke TV.
This is Aneke TV. We move with the world.
The red cap is a powerful symbol of authority, tradition, and chieftaincy. It signifies leadership, cultural identity, and a connection to the ancestors. The red cap is primarily worn by men who hold traditional titles such as Nze, Ozo, Ichie, Chief, Onyish. The number of eagle feathers on the cap can denote the wearer's status within the chieftaincy system. The red cap comes in different shapes, and each shape represents a particular hierarchy in the traditional institution in Igbo land.
There are two types of kola nut produced in Nigeria: kola nitida, otherwise called gworo, and widely eaten in northern part of Nigeria. Kola acuminata, also referred to as Igbo kola, is of local origin and occupies an important position in social, religious, and sacred ceremonies in Igbo society. It is seen as a vital and sacred fruit in Igbo land and serves as the major instrument of prayers connecting the ancestors. It cements discussions and also the fundamental bedrock of philosophy and proverbs. It is a symbol of welcome, unity, and peace. If kola nut contains 1 cotyledon, it is regarded as dump kola nut and thrown away. Kola nut with 4 cotyledons represents the 4 Igbo market days: Eke, Orie, Afo, and Nkwo. If kola nut contains more than 6 cotyledons, it signifies blessings and wealth, and it is celebrated. There is also another type of Igbo kola nut called Ojugo, which is referred to as the king of Igbo kola. The reproductive organ of the kola nut is referred to as the tongue, and it is removed after prayers and thrown to the spirit of the ancestors.
Ibai. Ekele mu. Ojo kwani eje gondo. Ndo ana atoka. Onya na ana nke nya no na awo. Ibai adino. Ogologo ndo. Aruike. No doma. Odoma eje ne ndo anya. Na onye ngori eje ne ndo anya. Nelufuta muria. Imana na nsogbu ya olise wa na ekene chukwu okike onye na ogologo ndụ na ogologo anya na ahụ na ọchịchị anyị na-ekene na ayo na-ekene maka tata na ayo maka echi maka na ọsọ maka eme echi anya amara na ya dịka echi na echi anaghị agwụ agwụ na ihe ya adịla anyị mma. Ndị be anya onwekwara ihe ọzọ na anyị enye ndị ichie dipụtara anyị na-ere nke
igwe maka na ọ magoro okwu izizi n'igwe nwanụ jeke elu ya aka abịa zọrọ igwe
obodo lo kwa ebe nwa ya ji
na mbụ ọja m na-asị ekekele ụwa na ọkwa ọja ekenekwa gị n'eluigwe na ala na-ekene gị n'urukpuru na kpakpando na-ekene gị na ugwu na ndịna na-ekene gị maka ka onye si eme ka ekwe si akpụ ya ka onye si eme ka ọja si akpụ ya ihe a bụ Aneke TV.
ekele m ọ ji kwana ihe eji agọ ndụ ndụ a na-atọka onye anabara nke ya na ụlọ agwọ ibe anyị adị nọ ogologo ndụ arụ ike na ọdụmma ihe eji ene ndụ anya na onye nwere ibe eji ene ndụ anya na ịlụfụtanwuru ya ị mara na nsogbu riri ya olise bụ anyị na-ekene gị Chukwu okike onye ogologo ndụ na ogologo anya na-ahụ udo na ọchịchị anyị na-ekene gị na-ekele maka tata na-ayọ maka echi maka na ọsọ maka ebe echi anya mara na ya dịka echi na echi anaghị agwụ agwụgwụ na ihe ya adịrị anyị mma ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla mma ịdịkwazị ọgbaghị nọ ya abịa na anọdụ na n'Igbo eke oyi nkwọ awụ na ọdọmma ndị be anya onwekwara ihe ọzọ na anyị enye ndị